I'm that one plant dude, and welcome back to a Dream Daddy. We just finished date 1 with Damien, who is an absolute gothic sweetie pie. An absolute just dreamboat. And I don't know what Craig has going on, but we'll do something with Craig, I guess, here in a second. And we'll go on date 2 with Matt. But no. How have you guys been? Last I checked, hey buddy, I have a last I checked in, I sure did ask everybody how things were going. Oh. And I told you guys about, like, going to therapy and things like that. Yeah, I have a story, but I'll tell the story in a second. Hey, buddy, so, like, I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner, and I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro, but I've known the guy for years, and I still can't get a good read on him, and I know it's gonna be super awkward if I go by myself. Will you please come with me? I love food. I especially love food that's free. And I don't know why you're so sweaty over cooking, but sure. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Don't you send me the water drops. Thank you. I really hope that's a sweat of relief. Eat that dinner. So I tried to make an appointment today to, like, reschedule my appointment because my spouse has a dentist appointment on, like, the day of, my next session. And I was like, oh, I could, you know, just go and see, like, the other therapist and get a vibe and see which one I liked better. But when I tried to call, they were like, she's in a session right now. She's gonna have to call you back. And I was like, you don't have a receptionist? You don't have, like, their availabilities? No, we don't have receptionists here. They schedule their own appointments. I was like, what? Because I had already called them and left a message, and they had called me and left a message. So this is, like, fucking the 4th phone call in this game of phone tag that I've been low-key playing with this therapist office. And they're like, yeah, do you want to schedule with Gail again? And I was like, no. I sure the fuck don't want to schedule with a woman who made me so uncomfortable for being queer. You know, I'll just cancel. I'll just find a different therapy office. You guys suck. Well, that's your decision. So, yeah. Ugh. If you're queer, new perspectives may not be the right spot to be in, you know? That doesn't sound too bad. I could definitely go for free food. Why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I hurry up and reply before my dad brain can work itself into a paranoia spiral. Yeah, dude, I'm down. Thank you. Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Craig's waiting on my porch, a bottle of white wine in hand.
Hey!
Reptar! Boy, am I glad to see you. Likewise, man. Classy of you to bring wine. Oh, it's not wine, it's sparkling apple cider. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Wow. Or at least I think he has a wine cellar? I'm genuinely unsure if he was telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him, bro.
Oh.
Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's, like, so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, that guy's an enigma. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether or not he knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn how to cook after you learn those two first.
Dude.
One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. I mean, like, it was at the very top of the trash can, like, sitting above it, but still, if he were on trial, I think the jury would define that as in the trash. in his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash
Oh.
before. Well, yeah, I think like we've all considered it, but the difference is that Robert actually did it. Ah, true. Maybe he's the enlightened one. Maybe we're holding ourselves back.
Hmm.
We arrive at Robert's house and ring the doorbell, but the doorbell won't chime. Must be broken. Craig knocks on the door a few times. Since when does Robert have a dog? I don't know. That's weird. I can hear Robert just inside. Oh god, did I don't think anybody has ever... No, I voiced Robert. What did I give Robert I haven't... Oh god. Oh god. 1 second! No, that's not... Oh, that's not... 1 second. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Hmm.
This is uncharted territory, Reptar. What if he's the one making the barking noise? And there's no dog. Don't say that. We're not even inside yet. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I don't think I could talk to somebody again, like ever again, if I knock on their door and they go, "Uff, uff, uff, uff." I think once I found out you didn't own a dog and you were barking at the front door, I'd just leave. I'd be like, I gotta go, you know, I left my fucking stove on. Oh my god. I left candles burning in my house. I have to leave. Oh, I don't know what I would do.
Hmm.
Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. Reptar, I didn't know you'd be tagging along.
Oh.
Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not... No, it's fine. Come on in. We enter Robert's living room, which is surprisingly really nice. Super messy, but still nice. Make yourselves at home. We sit and we can still hear barking from the other room. I didn't know you like have a dog, Robert. Oh yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests are over. She'll come down to the bed. What kind of dog is she? Pitbull. Rescued her from a dogfighting ring a few years back. She hates strangers. If I let her out right now, I'd probably have to take you both to the ER. Craig and I make eye contact. He raises an eyebrow at me. Oh, okay. Anyways, dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like oso buco. Robert leaves the room. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leans in and whispers, was the dog fighting thing real? Or like, was he kidding? I don't know.
Hey!
What's like oso buco? I don't know. Did he make up that word? Until I have oso buco in front of me, we can only assume so. We sit in silence for a second, taking in Robert's living room. Are we about to get sawed? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this. He's right about that, though. He sure is right about that. Robert finally walks back into the room carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. I don't have a dining table. Don't trust him, so we're eating here. I also don't have real paper plates. Hope that's okay. Robert sets the plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. Think that might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out.
Hey!
I take a bite. Oh my god. I take another bite. The medley of flavors in this dish is amazing. The meat is so tender, and the risotto, I think that's what it is. Ugh, it's so creamy. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of the dumpster behind a restaurant. Or at least I think it was a restaurant.
Hey!
Can you believe people just throw this stuff away? I almost gag. I'm kidding. I look over at Craig, who looks weary, but he still has a mouthful. He gives Robert a thumbs up. Glad you like it. Like, where did you learn how to cook like this?
Hmm.
I worked at a restaurant in Spain for a hot second. See messing with us? I decided to play along. You lived in Spain?
Hmm?
After I dropped out of college, I went backpacking through Europe, crashing on couches, sleeping in hostels, wherever, totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could to scrape together some cash.
Hey.
One night I'm eating dinner at this little restaurant just outside of Madrid. I go to pay and realized I spent the last of my money on booze the night before.
Hey.
I'm in the middle of ditching when the manager catches me and puts me to work in the
Hmm?
kitchen. Long story short, they ended up liking me so much they offered me a job. Why not, right? Started living with some distant relatives on my mom's side. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way from busboy to sous chef. Learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman did he swindle to get back into the States? Who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage? In the crew quarters of a cargo ship?
Hey.
Anyway, I still love to cook. I don't know what's real anymore, but this food's so good, I kinda don't care. That's amazing.
Oh.
It like really is, but to be totally honest, I wasn't expecting gourmet cooking here. Especially not served on paper plates. I don't care about presentation. If the food is good, it should speak for itself. That's so fair. Every time I make food, it's low-key ugly as shit. But, you know, it's fucking delicious. This osobuco is screaming for itself.
Hmm.
And paper plates are just as good as regular plates if you double them up.
Oh.
Hey, is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for dessert. I made lemon bear... Savarin? 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 Oh, I don't know.
Oh.
Well, like, aren't you just full of... Craig looks over at me. Surprises. Robert winks. Ooh. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get seconds. Me too! After consuming way more osobuco than anybody could handle, then really ensuring a later food coma, the generous serving of whatever Savarin was, Craig and I decided to head out. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company. Especially if there's osobuco involved. That's not his voice. Look. Buck. Like, especially if there's osobuco involved. Trust no one.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Yeah, alright. Time to go on date 2 with Matt. Yeah. Message. Oh, fuck. Kabonk. The only acceptable time and place for decaf coffee is never and in the trash. I don't like Rush. Hot take. I don't like Rush. I don't think it's like... I don't like their sound. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father! Wanna go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you can get called cool once? So you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at the coffee shops, listen to neo-jazz and stuff? Amanda. Are you gonna bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so that you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make this. Yeah, Pablo's here! Hell yeah! We love an absolutely shredded up crop top. It's so good. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the Coffee Spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar, pierced face. Hey! You were the dude I yelled at a bunch. At a bunch the other night. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Dad.
This is my daughter Amanda, the person I'm a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay.
Ugh.
A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad senses tingle. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. I have no idea. Oh, what should we do? What should we do? We're gonna reappropriate lines from Taken. Listen here, Pablo. I have very specific skills to, I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a human, I'll be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute. Do I practice a little? Dad. Riptide! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five, as fellow cool people do. I see you've met my newest employee. At your service. Though I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. I give them the exact same voice. Jesus Christ, I'm stupid as shit. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey.
Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do with... No, that's not his voice. Alright, Pablo. Now what do we need to do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple... Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin latte, please. A classic. And you? An Americano football. An Americano football, please. Our coffee is as strong as that man's feelings. Good choice. I don't get it. American football is a sport, but also this emo band that made a good album and then waited for over a decade and made another good album, and their music was very sad. It sometimes featured sad trumpets. American football is, like, kind of a really good band.
Hey.
And I'm over-explaining the joke again. Coming right up! Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy a dude as he is, the kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yeah!
Hey,
I'm actually gonna be done treating Pablo in a couple of hours. I'm just gonna go record shopping. Wanna come along? Absolutely! Pablo brings her drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. Spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. It's because you want to have the sex with him. I don't care about an update for Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch. My spouse plays Overwatch. I am dog water at Overwatch. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been there before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive.
Hey.
Oh. This should be fun then. We're gonna find you some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. Yes, sir. Can I help you? You're looking at me as if someone who didn't pee earlier. It's because you didn't pee earlier. Now you have to wait. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point?
Hey.
There's a lot of people who try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but really, I think it's just nice to collect records.
Hey.
It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantaneously on our phones. There's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I'll always love. That's why I try to get as many records that I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and we'd have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs?
Hey.
It made each listen really special. And mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time somebody gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Hey.
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Ooh, honestly? Strawberry, out of those choices. If you could find and only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? All of these kind of suck. Power Violence Cherry Blossom. Sounds like a band-aid.
Hey.
What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain. What's your dream vacation spot? Maybe the Baltics? And what's your deepest, darkest fear? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's definitely one of these two. But I don't know which one is like... Yeah. Matt thinks for a moment.
What?
Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs over to the end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. Oh, this is Smokey Rolls Down Thunder Canyon by Devendria Banhart. Sounds like what you need is some Devendria Banhart. Actually, I think everyone needs a little bit of Devendria Banhart in their lives. They did that on purpose. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. I swear to God. I swear I'm good at this by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and The Greatest Hits by Romero Drive. Okay. I feel like these are all bands, and I have to find them.
Hey.
Tight. The cashier rings up Matt and hands his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd?
Hey.
That nerd is my buddy Reptar. Reptar? This beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is open mic night still on?
Oh.
You know it. Are the Third Waves gonna do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. Ooh? Don't look so apprehensive. You're such a cutie patootie.
Oh, man.
I mean, if you're not like doing anything,
Oh.
will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey!
If only. I finish paying my record and we leave at the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been to a record shop like that since Vance had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was, what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of like struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. All of that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah, now that I think of it. Even the pop concert Amanda made me take to her is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminded me of how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of like a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all of my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement. Like, we were so slick, parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Oh no. Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. You want to get high and listen to our new records? Hell yeah. Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Ah, Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop.
Hey.
Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it. I'll take the heat. Just promise me you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear.
What?
Oh, here's our guy. Came around the corner of one of those nasty, greasy dumpsters. Shrouded in darkness is a lean figure dressed in all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drug Man? Surprised, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's a Lucian. Damien's son. No! I cannot buy weed from the kid whose dad I'm trying to fuck. No! Who sent you?
Huh?
We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, weed is like... Prove you're cool. What? Need to know that you're down or I bolt. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you, and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us, we have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine, I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, now that the formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal? Alright, how much do you want? One. One what?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
He means weed. He means weed, Lucian. Yeah, but how much?
Hey.
What? Oh my god, look, here. Take this, give me $10. Just don't tell my dad. And let's all forget this ever happened.
Oh.
I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucian hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs. Yes, sirree.
Hey.
That went smoothly. Yeah, we should get off public property before we smoke this. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at a gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. I'm sorry, there's just something funny about like two grown like men, probably giddy as shit, buying soda and rolling papers who have absolutely not rolled a joint in like 10 years at minimum. Like my guys, there are easier ways to do this. Ugh, buy a cone or something. Christ. Carmencita's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Hey.
Awesome. Let's do some drugs. Matt pulls the records out of the bag and puts one on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There's a bunch of band posters and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection. Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally have them all in one place after being on the road so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to him for me. Matt sits down next to me. We lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. If you say so.
What?
Matt pulls out the rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beaten tobacco onto a piece. Starts rolling it back and forth and the paper breaks almost immediately. Just fucking get a pipe, buy a cone. Make a pipe. You can make a gravity bong so easy. Fucking Christ. Never was too good at this.
Hey.
Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice looking weed cigarette. It's me a lighter in the blunt. I think, and I take it. Well, let's. Oh no! Smoke some. Oh no! They're so painfully awkward. I could die. Yeah. Let's do that. I light the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while though. Maybe pot drinks have just gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much or am I just a baby? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh god. Did we develop a taste for meth? Shut the fuck up. No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. The little punk ripped us off! Oh well. We could still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right.
Hey.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room again. I see photos of Carmencita growing up. I see a young woman with a huge smile, and one of the pictures of the two. Who's that?
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. Top of it is an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive letters read, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. You two were in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started getting notoriety, seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow. It seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was. It was difficult at the same time. Couldn't have done it without somebody by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all of that
Oh,
stuff.
man.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. She was a kid. Rosa had always dreamed of our own quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex
Hey,
died. Matt gets up to flip the record. Next to the turntable, I noticed a dusty piano. Do you play?
hey.
Um, I'm I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that the Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer.
Oh.
No way. You had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies.
Oh.
Except for the Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pseudo-solo careers.
Hey.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Hey.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Go with a classic. I start playing Chopsticks. What a jam. Alright, buddy. Can you top that?
Man.
Um, I shouldn't. Oh, come on. No, it's been a long time. Okay, buddy. I'm sorry to put pressure on you. I mean, it's not a problem. It was good to watch you get back in touch with the music that flows through you. I learned to play that song when I was 15.
Hey.
Man, I sit and listen to more records until it gets late. I decide that I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anybody about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait. Tell my doctor. I don't know anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine.
Oh.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for a silver light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock gently on the door and I enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels on her chair to face me and slumps down. What sounds like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No! I'm dead! Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Spaghetti. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta. Heat up sauce in a pan. While Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing.
Alright.
He played piano for you? Dude. Yeah. I brought it up that he should play at the open mic night that's happening at the coffee shop, but he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band to play a couple of tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Man and I have a nice dinner before she goes back into her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can just paint the walls any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night long. Ooh, if you're parking uphill, be sure to turn your tires toward the street. Ferric, you will fucking roll down that hill, homie. 5:20? What goobers.
That was a hell of a date.
Yeah! What a sweetheart. You're never too busy or important to be kind to others. That's fucking fair. Some advice that I got when I was, like, younger was that, like, you should always know the name of the janitor. Wherever you work with, like, you should always know the name of, like, your lowest employee or the lowest person you work with. Lowest being, like, in quotation marks. Because you never know, who, like, you're going to need in your life. You never know who's going to end up being, like, really important to you. And how much just, like, knowing somebody's name and being there for somebody else makes their day. And you can make the difference between, like, somebody having a really shitty day and somebody actually, like, being seen and making sure that they know that they matter and things like that. Well, it's been a long day. Just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turned off all the lights and walked down the hall to my room. Wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Oh, is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. I don't know the right call here. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of her room and I close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would have only made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all of those sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and I make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever bothering her. After about 10 minutes, she's supposed to leave. Comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever and takes her still freezer burnt waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back on the kitchen table and I look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knee, she would get up and try again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. Here, Amanda walked through the door, and instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin! What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say I'm sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. So I just, whatever it is, you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. But whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy.
Hmm.
Honey, you know that I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. Yeah, yeah. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad, it took me a really long time because I'm out of red frosting. I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over. And this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R is going to that fancy school in California, right? Emma R. Oh gosh. She's the one who. I, oh gosh. Emma R is the best friend, right? Or is that Emma P? Emma P moved away. Emma R is the best friend.
Yeah.
You got it. Wow, I'm proud of
Oh.
you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P, and I thought it was all in my head for a while, and then I found out from Rose M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to the party in Mackenzie S on the same night they told me they were busy studying for Caltech for the Cal AB final. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, oh god, this is so embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa! I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay, you're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the
Oh
worst.
no.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just keep quiet and I keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day, I invite everybody out to get nachos in the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Oh.
So I go to the mall anyway, and I go to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What the fuck? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes. And I know. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho at her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the. Did she poop the bed too? No, Dad. Please stick with me. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry, really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to my shitty day. And then immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat, asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. Are you still following? Ooh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads word for word an arduously long string of texts. Can you believe that? I hear so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, and I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. Then she left me on red, and then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, it's like she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because they were like red receipts. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while all of this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me, he's like, how could you say that about me? I'm like, say what about you? And then he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her in the group chat that I got kicked out of. Right, I think you lost 8 screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kinda mad that she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. See, that's the issue. Yeah, it's not dumb. Like, they're allowed to have their feelings about the situation, but you're allowed to be upset that they've acted like fucking children instead of just being honest and open with you like friends should be. If there's a problem and they don't voice it or you don't voice it, there is absolutely zero chance that either parties are going to be capable of fixing the situation, and that ultimately is going to breed resentment in your friendships. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Yeah, real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out for myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You are not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. So you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Yes. Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, ugh, fuck. Good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yeah? Thank you. You're always welcome. I love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Aww. The solo kid from Charlemagne is the
Welcome. You've got dads.
That's it? Oh, gosh. Damn. It's supposed to be Dad Mazan? I'm not getting roped into anything right now. I'm gonna click on it real fast. Yes! Steve from Davison? I'm out front with your delivery. Okay. We'll get back. We'll figure out what that delivery is next time. Like, next Tuesday. But I'm that one plant dude. Make sure to follow me on all of my socials. We had some good, like, father-daughter time. It'll all be okay. It just takes time, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow for God of War. Goodbye.